night.
Stand by Billy and Kit. Stand by camera 2. We're live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The rule is you have to stand within 100 yards of the person you're doing the spell on. And I, turned him into a statue, because I'm not that good. So the kids are upset. Kids,
What is going on
Now,
there?
wait a second. That was a wig. That was a wig.
I don't think it was.
Yeah,
You're
all
a
right, it
ginger?
wasn't. No, that was a film, A Simple Wish. I played I don't know what I played, but I'm so glad after 40 years you picked that clip.
We rolled in.
We're celebrating our
No
20th
frogs,
next
no
year
anything.
beginning, and that was your first time on Access Hollywood
Yeah.
back in 1996, dressed
Wow.
as a fairy godmother.
That's true.
That is a wonderful fairy godmother.
Yeah, thank you very much.
We were just looking at the back of this of Martin's book. I must say, there's Larry David. What a wonderful book. If only it was about someone else.
What about Steve Martin?
funny.
Sweet
Steve Martin,
Oh.
I read it back to front and was surprised by its shocking beginning. But is he your...
Oh, that's me and Larry David.
When is that from?
I play on Primetime Click. It was Curb Your Capitalism.
But these are your friends. Is Steve
Yeah, yeah.
Martin probably your best friend when I read the book?
Oh, I think I have about 12 best friends. No, I would say Eugene Levy, Steve Martin, Paul Schaefer.
This goes back to the early
Tom.
70s in Second City, right?
Yes, I met Paul in 1972 at Godspell callback editions. We were all, like, I was still in university, and I was going to take a year off school and try acting. And I auditioned for the show Godspell, and I made the callbacks, and we were all about 300 people at the callbacks, and people like Gilda Radner got up with these pigtails to the side with bib overalls singing, zippity-doo-dah, and I thought, oh, that poor thing, look at her. And they went, you're hired, and I went, ooh, I gotta rethink what I'm doing, but it was Andrea Martin and Victor Garber and Eugene Levy and
But Gilda was sort of your first love, your first girlfriend. Tell us something about Gilda.
Not the first, but the first one that I felt like, ooh, I'm in.
Yeah.
One before Nancy, though, right? I mean, she...
Yeah.
So tell us something about Gilda that, I don't know.
I always think Gilda had, if you never met Gilda, it was this insane presence, so that if she walked into a room or a party, every guy wanted to be with her, and every girl wanted her to be her best friend. And that's how she had this thing about her.
Was she always on? Was she always just...
It wasn't about being on, it was just being adorable and funny and smart and laughing, and she was just an infectious person.
Frank Sinatra, what did you do to make him mad?
Well, he didn't really get mad, except irritated. I was at a party in September of '92. I have this weird kind of memory where I can remember. I was telling someone, it's kind of like Mary Lou,
Henner.
but I couldn't remember Henner. So, so it's something like that. But Sinatra, it was at a party at George Schlotter's house, the producer, and Dinah Shore, the great singer, she was a fan of SCTV, and she's talking to me, and she said, hey, do you want to meet Frank? I said, yes, I do. And he was standing at the bar by himself with a drink in his hand. I went, Mr. Sinatra, I know I'm Martin Short, and you have no idea. You have no concept of how big a fan I am of yours. And he just looked at me and said, I think I do. He said, what are you drinking, kid? And I said, well, whatever you're drinking, Frank. And he turned to the bartender and said, Jack Daniels. And the bartender said to me, straight up or on the rocks. And I was nervous. I thought he said straight up or relaxed. So I said, I'll have it relaxed. And he said, straight up or on the rocks. So, sorry, Frank. So I sneaked away. I thought, that's enough.
Now you only order your drinks relaxed.
Relaxed, yes.
And another one that people love in the book is that at the Golden Globes, Al Pacino thought you were a waiter?
Well, I mean, I was in a tux, and I mean, I just went up to him and I said, Mr. Pacino, you are the beacon to young actors in the world. And he's standing like that, looking at me. And every young actor looks at your performance in The Godfather and looks at your performance and I'm going on, and you are, I can't tell you what an idol you are. Thank you. I ordered a stoolie about 20 minutes ago, and it's not here. Can you find out what happened to it? Sure, Al.
But
Did you?
Yeah.
You did befriend a Beatle. You had a great movie night with a famous Beatle. in
Yes, I
here.
did.
Tell us that story. You never got your lunch afterwards, but
No. I was at it was a hip Hollywood party, and George Harrison showed up, and it was like, what I couldn't get. It was 1991, and he walked in, and I thought, oh my God, he looks exactly like George Harrison. And you know what I mean? It's like he lived, and he was so cool and so nice, and we kind of bonded. And then afterwards, we're about to see this movie. They're going to screen a movie, and someone lit a joint and passed it, and it passed it to me, and I thought, do I pass it to a Beatle? Am I going to offend him? Am I going to empower him? Am I going to... And he just took it and went, oh, the 60s. He was, he was fantastic. And then we bonded. Then we planned to have lunch the next day. And I thought, oh, great, yes, I'll be there. And as we're driving home, Nancy said, so that lunch is going to be cool because you know you're on a plane to Boston tomorrow. Oh, I forgot. So I had to phone and cancel.
Oh, Martin's book, I must say, My Life as a Humble Comedy Legend, is available right now.
can you go? I need a little franc as we go out. Can I
Hello, pleasure to meet you. I love that outfit. I love when it was in style 18 years ago, and I love it now.
Tracy Mercedes is on deck with 4 affordable and stylish staples like the sleek winter white watch at a whopping 81% off. My Habit style finds are next. I love franc.
Thank you, guys.
Oh.